Uh, Based on some of the questions I'm getting, especially on the Math 93 online course, I suspect that a lot of students are not understanding where the resources are on my math labs. And the focuses I do on my videos that I create are usually more focused in on problem solving and trying to hook all this stuff together with the assumption that the details are illustrated very well in a lot of different ways. One is the book for, obviously it goes through examples, does all that kind of stuff. And um, this part here is more closer to what your main screen should look like. There's a couple things I have as a teacher. But the multimedia library is available if you can pick up based on subject. If we're working on the addition principle and those kinds of things, I can look at an animation of basically and the audio with that if you're an audio learner, and it'll show you exactly what we're going through. But how I got here is I just clicked on multimedia library and went to chapter 2, which is about equations, inequalities, and problem solving, the chapter that we're on, or basically I'll label this so you could probably come back to this at any time. I said all sections I could actually focus more into like formulas and find everything that has to do with formulas, and here it is. Um, I have animation about formulas, introduction to variables, which is a student in class asks why they keep repeating some things. Well, they're kind of bringing back this introduction to variables. I'm sure shows up in chapter 1, 2, and then it pops to the textbook that I use in a lot of my videos, and then there's also a video about formulas. Here's some test press videos that you can watch and do that. It actually has a little based on exercises. Here's a whiteboard, basically presentation of um, those kinds of things. I'm not sure if I got the audio set on, but you can you can get basically more of a teacher kind of classroom situation. Like I said, there are very good resources in the details of almost every little piece of information that you may need for these chapters. And based on that, I would prefer to lecture more on strategies. How do I put these different tools together into strategies to be a problem solver? Because that's where I see the part that presented by this, and not, I think a lot of that is in here too, but you can refer to it and do it and that kind of stuff. Where my lectures are based on the section that we're kind of working on at the time that I label it as, but usually what I'm talking about is bringing back prior information. How does this prior information um, affect what we're doing now in a more of a problem-solving strategic deal? But what I want to do is, like this, I think was probably introduced in that first lessons. I think, like I said, based on some of the questions I'm getting, I don't think that either you're aware of this or you're choosing not to use this. And I'd say this is a very valuable resource. And, in some ways, maybe quicker if you got a specific question about um, like a certain thing in here. If I do all sections in chapter 2 and you're having a little difficulty with this addition principle, actually there's 2 animations on division, multiplication, properties of equality, addition principle, so on. There's a lot of stuff on percents, and I will and it really kind of prompted me to do this because when I get to percents, I really just talk about what percent means and the application about how you apply this on calculators and all that kind of stuff. I think you should pick up very easily from the book and these resources. So just a little note about that. Hopefully you watch this and check that out. I mean, one of the reasons that I like using this series of books and this platform is they've done a very professional, nice job of providing different ways to learn the same material. So you got the video, you got the audio, you got those kinds of things. I take advantage of that would be a good thing to do.